AIO, my 23F, doctor took me off life, saving medication because I didn't fit the stereotype. To make a long story short, I, 23F, was diagnosed in February with type 1 diabetes after a 3-day hospital trip. It runs in my family, so it wasn't an awful shock, and after I left the hospital, I kinda just got on with it. For those who don't know, if you catch type 1 diabetes, early you find yourself in what's called a honeymoon phase, which basically means my pancreas is still producing some insulin. This can make things a little harder, but also softens you into the diagnosis, because you don't have to take loads of insulin immediately. Well, after leaving the hospital, I went into full action mode. I worked really hard to learn everything. Spoke to specialists, Reddit users, friends and family that have type 1, and became a bit of a master. I'm a very healthy person already, but I got really into walking and healthy recipes. I was experimenting with different foods and how they affected me. Keeping a diary. My CGM, continuous glucose monitor, the thing that measures my blood sugar, was 94% in range on average. I felt great for the first time in ages. Then mid-June I get an appointment for a check-in. But when I get there, the doctor tells me he cannot see any signs of type 1 diabetes. He said my antibody test came back negative and I'm still producing enough insulin. Bear in mind my pancreas was only at 25%. It has to be below 50%, working to be diabetic. He said it was unusual that I'd be so in control and said he wanted to test for other things. To quote him, "It's less than a 0.5% chance this is type 1 diabetes." From that appointment, he took me off insulin completely and got me to start taking tablets instead. My blood sugar is high constantly. I have absolutely no energy. I'm beginning to be scared to eat, which for a ED recoverer is horrific, and they will no longer answer my calls or emails. Sometimes my blood sugar will go up to 20 plus, and they just tell me it's okay. It'll come down. Then yesterday I received a letter. The letter went through the 6 blood tests I'd had for different conditions, all of which were negative. And at the end of the letter, there is a more than 95% likelihood that this is type 1 diabetes. I am completely fuming. I've been given an appointment to discuss this in October, and the nurses just told me to continue as I am now until then. For the next 2 months, I have to just continue on. This doctor has ruined what was meant to be my gentle start into diabetes. The strain on my body is unbearable. I've genuinely completely had enough, and honestly, I just need to get it off my chest. So, AIO, did this doctor do the right thing? Or am I right to be extremely angry and fed up? Subscribe for more.